Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about products that I am currently loving. I'm still trying out a ton of new products, so I don't have my full thoughts on a lot of new drops, but there are some that I've been using behind the scenes and that I have demoed, and I'm absolutely in love with them, so I want to share them with you today. So of course I will link everything that I share down below in my description box. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. And if you like these favorites videos, give this video a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and get into what products are really in rotation for me as of recently. Let's start off with a product that instantly wowed me. I have used it every day since, and I really think this is my new favorite concealer. Charlotte Tilbury really did a great job with this. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Concealer. I have the shade 4.5. I love the packaging, but I really love this formula. If you want coverage, but you don't want that heavy feel, that sticky feel, and you don't want dry cakiness, but you also don't want that dewy look, absolutely floored by the coverage of this concealer. A little goes a long way. It blends out beautifully, and it really smooths the under eye while giving you such immaculate coverage. So if you have issues with blueness and you feel like nothing covers, or you feel like everything creases and is so heavy, definitely check this one out. I have just been absolutely in love with it. I cannot put it down. It just makes my makeup easier and more efficient, which is what I look for in every product that I keep top drawer. My next favorites are in a few different categories. I have some home, also some clothing, and some accessories. And I did want to say thank you to Quince for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I'm a huge fan of Quince overall. I initially started with their bedding and since have become a huge fan of their clothing. Plus they have so many beautiful bags, accessories, home decor. Their rugs are incredible. So I'm excited to share some favorites with you today. Quince uses premium materials that last forever. So many quality basics that you can mix and match with anything in your wardrobe, and the feel is truly luxury without the luxury price tag. Now, Quince keeps their prices low by using a factory direct model that cuts out the middleman in the supply chain to keep the cost lower overall. They also believe in sustainability, and they use organic materials when possible, as well as eco-friendly packaging, and they offer free shipping on all orders with 365-day returns. I have to say, returning is so easy. I am horrible at returning. I've returned like 2 or 3 things since I've made a million orders, and it could not be easier. So I love that they offer that, so you can really try something out and see if you like it. So I will link everything that I share down below in order. I'm also gonna link a couple of my wish list items from Quince because I'm telling you, they have so many things that I want. My list continues to grow, so I will have all the links down below, and everything can be found at Quince. So let's start off with where I think they shine, and this is my favorite find from Quince. This has to be the jeans. If you do not listen to anything else I say, please pause the video, click my link on the jeans, and report back once you get them, because I have turned so many people onto these jeans, including my best friend here in Ohio. Also, Cheryl got on the jean train and she is obsessed. I knew they would be. And so many of you guys have also told me that you absolutely love the jeans. So they have mid-rise, low-rise, high-rise. I'm a high-rise girly. I did get these new ones, and I have to say there's something about the Bella jeans that just do it for me. But what I love about their jeans in general is how stretchy and comfortable they are, but they're flattering. So even if you want a wide leg or a straight or a boot cut, they have all of the above, but they just fit you like a glove while still feeling quite substantial. They don't feel like leggings, but they're very, very stretchy. So they're very, very comfortable, and they just make your body look great. Now, these are the Kick Flare Bellas. Absolutely love these. They have a bunch of different inseams as well. So I'm gonna put my size and everything down below. These are just perfection, and their jeans are literally $50. I cannot believe that. Literally $50, and they feel like $200+ jeans. So I cannot recommend these enough. I also had to shout out my favorite jeans of all time, and they're also from Quince. These are the Bella high-waisted but wide leg. These are the perfect jeans. I am not into the wide leg typically because I feel like it makes me look really kind of messy. It doesn't really form fit my body. I feel like a lot of times the wide leg flattens my bum and I don't like that, but these are incredibly flattering. These are the ones that started it all for me. I think I have like 4 pairs of this. I just cannot get enough. Now this does have a fray on the bottom. I just like this wash, but they have so many colors. Like when I say so many colors, I mean literally like 15 different washes in each pair of jeans. If you want something comfortable, high quality, affordable, that really form fits the body, I cannot recommend them enough. So definitely check out their jeans. Now they have a ton of other basics as well, and I'm a sucker for a maxi dress. Just like a basic everyday, either in the summer or the winter, and I had to get this one when I saw it. So this is their slip ribbed maxi dress. This is just perfect for the summer to throw on, wear around the house. I got a medium and I got the brown. This is very stretchy, extremely soft. And I like that it has adjustable straps because I did tighten those for me personally, but it depends, of course, on your body type. I also like that it sort of flares out at the bottom. So I just feel like it's really flattering, very curve hugging, which is my style. And then I am going to Mexico in a couple weeks, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple pairs of sunglasses. These are so fun. I am so into green as of lately. I actually have green glasses and I love them. So this came in, I want to say like 3 different colors, but I just thought that this was such a pretty deep green, and I do like an oversized sunglass because I have quite a big blockhead, so I need something that's going to be substantial. Although I did pick these up, I don't know if I can pull them off, but this is like the new trend. But these have that like tortoiseshell sort of vibe, and I like that they actually feel snug on the face without being like too tight. I just thought these might be really fun when I'm at the pool, but I feel like they are super in style right now. So I thought these would be super cute for my upcoming vacation. And then I do also love Quince bedding. As I said, I want to say 4 different sheet sets. That's all I use. They have so many different materials like linen, bamboo, cotton, everything. So I chose these bamboo sheets. They are so beautiful. I love the like blushy tones, so incredibly soft. If you are a hot sleeper like I am, highly recommend them. And as I said, I have, again, 4 or 5 different pairs. I rotate through them and I've washed them many times, and they all hold up beautifully. And then I wanted this rug. I had been eyeing this rug for a long time. So I chose the blue in the 3x5. It's a little bit over. It's like 3.5 by 5.5. It's perfect for my entryway. And I'm trying to get higher quality products in this house. And this is 100% wool. The price is actually crazy. If you know anything about that, wool rugs are not affordable, and this one was. I absolutely love it. So I will link everything that I shared today down below in my description box. You can pick everything up at Quince. I will say that things do sell out. They do restock, but things do sell out. Like the jeans, if they're out of stock, do not panic. They will come back and I will let you know. But if they are in stock, get it while you can. Highly recommend just checking their website out. You're gonna go down a rabbit hole and you will thank me later. I know you guys will love everything that I shared, so do report back if you do try some products from Quince. This next favorite was something that I had heard really good things about. I was a little bit skeptical because I haven't had the best luck with round brushes in the past. They get really tangled in my hair, or they don't hold a style, or they just really damage the hair. I have to tell you that this Shark glossy is incredible. I got this, I think it was like $50 off, so I will try to find the best price that I can. And I was skeptical because every time I see someone say, oh, it just glides perfectly through my hair, I roll my eyes because I'm like, wait a minute. I have very, very fine hair, so it's very thin, fine, and soft, but I have a lot of it. So it's like dense but fine. It gets tangled so easily. This is incredible. I don't know what sorcery is in this. So these bristles grip your hair like nothing I've ever seen, but it just slides straight through. And then on this side, it's almost like a rounded flat iron, but with bristles. So it really smooths it out. So what you do is you start with the bigger bristles and really go in and smooth your hair out. And then you can kind of turn the brush and get that really smooth, almost like flat ironed look while also still giving you that like round brush look. It has different levels for heat and also the fan, and it does have a wet dry option. So if you turn it on to the wet, you can have your hair damp and actually like round brush your hair out, which is what I do. And then you can turn it on the dry, which is just a little bit of a different, it's almost like a lighter airflow, and that you can really use to get that blowout, the volume, to get that like rounded bottom, and to really smooth the hair out. I cannot tell you how good this is. I purchased it again when it was on sale. I texted my friend because she was looking into buying another round brush. She purchased it as well. We both got our package and literally texted each other and was like, that shark tool is incredible. Like, it was immediate for both of us. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. There's just something special about how smooth this makes your hair, how it glides without any tangling or pulling, and it just really does a beautiful job at glossing the hair. Honestly, the name is perfection. I cannot recommend this enough. This is, aside from my Dyson, my most used hair tool. Next, I want to talk about mascara, which is bizarre for me because I have not only one, but two that I want to shout out. So let's start with the Kosas Soul Gazer. I absolutely love this. If you're looking for volume and you really want that like bushy lash look, this is such a nice formula. It really grew on me. I didn't know initially if it was going to be too heavy, but I find that it really does hold a curl once I recurl my lashes. And I like that it's not all over the place, getting messy. I don't find it to get clumpy. It really gives me a lot of volume at the root of my lash. And because I'm blonde, I have very sparse, light lashes. So often I feel like I look like a naked mole rat, to be honest. So I like to wiggle this right at the base, and it almost gives me the illusion like I've tight lined. I also love that this does not irritate my eyes. I have such an issue with mascaras irritating my eyes, or when I remove them, it's almost like I have specks in my eyes, and I do not find that this is difficult to remove. It does not irritate my eyes. So I have been loving this. I do also have to shout out this new one though. This is the Urban Decay Tube Job Mascara. So I'm wearing it right now. This is a fabulous, fabulous mascara. It has a really small prickly wand. It really gets in there and gives you, again, that nice volume at the base, and then you can do the length as you kind of comb it through. I do not find this to be clumpy, and I love how this really holds up once you curl your lashes. So the Kosas, I would say, is a little bit creamier. This one is more of like a drier formula once it dries, and I love that it's really easy to remove. So either of these are top tier for me. These are the ones that I've been reaching for, and I was impressed by the Urban Decay immediately. The Kosas kind of grew on me over time, but the fact that they both hold a curl, they actually make me look like I do indeed have lashes on my eyeballs, and they don't irritate my eyes. I love both of these. I also have two blush formulas to mention. One of them is drugstore, one is high-end, or I guess mid-tier. So let's start with the Maybelline Cloud Paint blushes. I really was excited to try these because I love a whipped kind of like cream to powder formula for my lips, my cheeks. I just have really good luck with this type of formula. So I started out with this shade, which is Coral Illusion. These are so pigmented and so blurring on the cheeks. They come out like this soft mousse, and then as you really blend them out, they almost sheer slightly, and then they're kind of like set down like a cream to powder. So they are really easy to use under powder, over powder. They're the kind of formula that you can use in the center of your face without it looking too, I guess, textured or radiant, but they don't look like flat dead, if that makes any sense. They just have this really beautiful whipped texture. I also find that these are really nice on the lips. And then I did more recently get the Moonlit Rose. They have some really, really intense shades. I love a pink though. So this one I have to be more careful with because it is very, very bright. They have a lot of like bright burnt tones. So I'm hoping that they come out with more, but this one is so pretty, even just like tapped in the center of my lip. And there's just something so beautiful about the formula and how like blurring it is without looking dry. So I am a huge, huge fan of these. I'll probably pick up a couple more shades. I need to go in store and actually like see them because I did order these online, but I have been absolutely loving these. And in a similar kind of formula, I absolutely love these Glossier blushes. So these are a little bit more firm and they have a little bit more of like a silicone slip, whereas the Maybelline is like very moussey. These Glossier have a little bit of that like texture where you can push in, I guess like the putty texture, but they're not squishy like a cream like the Maybelline. These are so incredibly blurring. I would say more blurring than the Maybelline. And they have this like silicone sort of slip to them. So they really just glide over the skin. They are so, so flattering, so many different colors, and I really do appreciate how the packaging has the color on it, so you're not guessing. Now today I mixed two shades. I have Puff on, and I actually applied this after my powder just because I feel like you really get the most color payoff. It's a beautiful like light pinky coral. And then I have gotten a lot of use out of this shade, which is Billow. I originally didn't know if I was going to be able to use this enough to like justify it, but I love to apply this kind of like I would use the Dior blush, the Backstage one that's like that baby pink, where you almost just apply it as a topper, or you use it like right under your eyes, or just to add a little bit of a tint. It's definitely the most sheer or light from the ones that I have, but I cannot recommend these enough. I am truly, truly impressed, and I could honestly see myself going back for more shades, which is insane. I have two lip products that I wanted to shout out. So this first one isn't new, but it's new to me. This is the MAC lipstick in Kinda Sexy. I'm not sure if I missed this, but this is one of their matte formulas. I think I thought it would be too dark, but it is the perfect like peachy kind of neutral color. It really warms up my lips, and I love the MAC lipstick formulas. This is a matte, but it's not like a flat matte or drying at all. Very, very pigmented. I like to reach for this when I feel like my lips are just too cool toned. I need a little bit of warmth to tie in with my blush or my eyeshadow. So I absolutely love this. It's kind of like My Lips, but better. And then Makeup Forever came out with new shades of their crayons that are for like lips, eyes, kind of multi-use. And this Limitless Brown I'm wearing right now, I absolutely love this. So it's quite dark, but when you start blending it out and kind of smudging it, I feel like it just has that like really nice contoured sort of look that I look for in my lip liner or my eyeliner. It's kind of like just deep enough for me, but not too deep once you start smudging it. I also feel like this is creamier. I'm not sure if they did like a formula change or if it's just because it's new, but this feels creamier without sacrificing the wear. So I really, really like this. I'm still playing around with some of the other colors because they did send like an entire PR package, but this one was a standout for me personally. I have one body care product that I have to rave about. I'm absolutely in love with this. I thought that I would be, but this is a game changer. So I'm a huge fan of Cycler. I know that they're becoming popular. I feel like things get a little bit weird when they start on TikTok Shop. I feel like when I'm on TikTok Shop, it's a lot of scrolling through and people like screaming into the camera how everything is a must-have. So it's a little bit of a turnoff for me personally, but I do have to say that if you like the type of scents that I like, if you're looking for like gourmand or really yummy skin scents, I know you will love them. So this is one of their new products and it's the In Shower Body Oil Balm. So I have Vanilla Verve. I also absolutely love the Sacred Santal. I would say those are my top two. This is such an incredible product. Number one, it smells absolutely incredible. Their gourmands are really, really yummy and sweet without being childlike. They have like an elevated profile to them. So this you actually apply to your skin when you're wet in the shower. So you turn the shower off, you're still in the shower, you apply it to your skin and then get out of the shower without rinsing and basically just pat dry or towel dry. And it just leaves this nice, hydrated, yummy scent on the skin. It's not greasy, it just really soaks in. And I am really weird with different textures. I don't like feeling greasy or sticky. This just gives you a nice like coated hydration on your skin. It smells so good. I would say that Sacred Santal is probably my number one and then Vanilla Verve, but I highly recommend this if you have dry skin and you're lazy like me. I do not want to apply moisturizer every time out of the shower. I'm trying to rub it in, but my skin is very dry. So this is a very easy, quick, just throw it on. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then once you towel dry, it just sort of settles on its own. So highly recommend this. I do know also that Cycler is available at Sephora now. So it's more accessible. I think a lot of you are gonna fall in love with the brand. Next, I have to rave about this new fragrance from 7 Virtues. I didn't know if I was going to like this. Sometimes these strawberry scents just end up being too kind of citrusy or they become too floral. So this is their strawberry jam fragrance. Now it does have a little bit of marshmallow in there. So immediately I thought of the Kaoli. It's similar, but I would say stronger, and there's a little bit of a jam nuttiness mixed in. It definitely gives me that strawberry jam with a marshmallow icing, but there's that like nutty undertone that gives it that really yummy gourmand. So it's not quite as marshmallow heavy as Kaoli. It's more of like a juicy jam strawberry, but I have to say that they knocked this one out of the park. It smells delicious. So if you like the Kaoli, I think you would love this. They are quite similar. I do find that this, because it is a lighter scent, very much like the Kaoli, you do have to reapply more, but it is a true gourmand and it captures that strawberry beautifully. So very, very happy that I picked this one up because it was an immediate love. I also have one new hair product that I wanted to talk about. I got a package from Lanza. This is a hair care brand. I had not heard of them. There's just so many brands, I can't keep up. But they sent me this trauma treatment, and this is supposed to be healing for colored hair, which is for me. So this is a leave-in. They also sent me their shampoo and conditioner. I have to say that I'm loving all 3 products. I'm actually shocked, but this is a leave-in that's good for restoring over-processed hair. So I bleach my hair. I need really soothing and repairing products. So I just pump 3 pumps and then kind of work it through my towel dried hair. It also does protect from heat. So it's kind of like a detangler, leave-in, and heat protectant in one. And I do have to say that it smells incredible. This is what the texture looks like. It's just kind of like a gel, and it has this really yummy, like sweet, juicy scent. It says that it has hibiscus complex in it, so I'm not sure if that's what I smell, but it really does make the hair softer. I find that it really detangles as well, and it doesn't weigh my hair down because I do have, again, very fine hair, but a lot of it, my hair can really fall flat or greasy, and I don't find with this at all. I also, again, am loving the shampoo and conditioner. I find that the shampoo really does a good job at, again, detangling my hair. That's something I struggle with. A lot of times shampoos either make my hair greasy and weighed down or tangly, but this brand, it actually just really cleans the scalp while also leaving my hair detangled in some capacity. And then the conditioner I just use on my mid to bottom ends of my hair, and it really just detangles beautifully. My hair just feels very soft. So I've been very impressed with this brand. I like all 3 products that I've tried, so I will link them down below, but definitely check them out if you haven't, because they're kind of like a hidden gem from me. And my last but most important favorite of this month has to be my little Kenny. This is my new baby girl. We got her a few weeks ago, and I have just been falling more and more in love with her every day. She spends all of her time with me. She sleeps while I film, plays with her toys, or chews her little bones. So she's been under my feet this whole time, and I called her up and she's like, "Not in front of the big lights, mama." But she is a character. I have just really been loving having another baby in my house, and she gets along with Millie. She actually also gets along with the cats, which is quite hysterical to see. And she is a cuddle bug. She loves tags. It's almost like a child or a baby that like suckles on tags. She'll find a tag on anything. Like even if you have it on your shirt, she'll start nibbling on it. So it must just be like a comforting thing for her, but she's doing phenomenal. She's a tiny little Pomeranian girl. Her name is Kennedy. That's what she was named when we got her. So we kept it, but Ian and I call her Kenny. So we're trying to think of like nicknames too, because she's so tiny. We call her little water bug sometimes. Ian one time called her Ratatouille, and I literally was laughing out loud. So she's just brought a lot of joy to our house, and I told you guys that I would be showing her more often. I feel bad like disturbing her when she's sleeping, but she definitely is my biggest favorite of the month, and I'm just really, really happy that we got her, and I'm really excited to see how she progresses over the years, because I just know she's gonna be a little spitfire. So that is everything for my monthly favorites. I didn't have a ton of products, but again, I don't like to force it. I really just wanna stick to the ones that are standing out to me that I think are worthy of a mention. So I will link everything that I shared today down below in my description box. Highly recommend checking out Quince. I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love. If you start browsing, you're in trouble. That's what I do in my free time, and I end up with copious amounts of bedding and home decor and clothing, but everything has just been such high quality. I cannot stop raving about them. So the links will be at the top of my description box, but do let me know what you've been loving this month. If you did enjoy this favorites video, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. As always, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.